Hi there, welcome to the St. Peter's Development Lab. We've been working on something that we'd like to show you. It's called Teams, and we hope by the end of this video you'll have a clear understanding of what Teams is, how you can access it from home, but also how we're going to use it to help your learning in St. Peter's. I'm actually recording from Teams right now. The plan is this is going to be your online virtual classroom. If for any reason we aren't able to attend school, this will give you an opportunity to have lessons that are live and allow you to communicate with your teacher. Everyone within our school has already used Teams. Our assemblies are hosted with them. You'll notice that teachers use them in the morning for their briefings. But also some of you have even experienced having teachers give a lesson in your classroom whilst they are at home. Like with Facebook, WhatsApp, Zoom, these are all online services. And the same goes for Teams. You do need to have an internet connection to be able to use it. If this is a concern for you, please do talk to a member of staff as soon as possible. Teams can be accessed in 3 ways. The first is to use any internet browser. The second is to download the desktop app. And the third is to download the Teams app on any smart device. I'm going to show you all 3, what it looks like to log on, and what you'd expect to see when you get onto them. The first way to access Teams is just using a web browser. Open up your preferred browser, go to Google and type in Teams login. The first link will be the one that will take you to the sign up page, found right here. Your school email will be your username, and the password linked to that school email will be your password for Teams. The second and easier way is to download the free Teams app. I like this version because it will send you notifications and you don't have to keep on going onto your web browser to find information. Again, it's very similar. There is your sign-in address, which will be your school email. And then your password will be the password that is linked to your school email. So make sure you know this because you will need it. So if you use a computer, this is the view you'll see. You'll notice on the left-hand side there are 4 options, but only really the top 2 are important for you. The activity option will give you a feed of anything that's important to you. Also, if there are any meetings, it will show up to say that you need to join it. It's quite a useful one. Teams can be seen as your classrooms. This student has 4 classrooms. You will find every single one of your classrooms on this sheet. To enter a classroom, simply click on it and it will bring you to the general meeting place. The general meeting place is where you'll be able to join lessons, but also where you can find files that a teacher might share. You can view these files during the lesson, but you can also view them after and even download them. To use Teams on your smart device, simply download the free app from the Smart Store. If you put in your credentials, your email and your email password, it will give you the same features. Here is your feed log, and here is your Teams that contains your classes. You can see the blue camera, which indicates that a lesson is currently taking place, and by clicking on it, you can then join the lesson. There is also the file section, which will allow you to download the same files, and you can easily navigate back to any other classrooms if you need to. When using a desktop or laptop to access a lesson, all you need to do is go to the right classroom at the time that's already been decided by your teacher. Click on the class and then click on the Join button. This will bring you to a preview screen. You'll notice that the camera has been disabled and always will be. No one who joins Teams as a student will be able to use their camera. Make sure before you enter the lesson that you mute your microphone and then click Join Now. If you think your microphone or speaker isn't working, use this little setting bar to help you. Once in, you'll be able to see either the picture or the webcam of your teacher. There is also a floating bar at the bottom that will disappear unless you float over it. The camera is disabled, but you can mute and unmute your microphone depending on if the teacher asks you. Do not use this microphone unless asked to by your teacher. You can raise your hand if you have a question and also use the chat bar in order to ask or answer questions. At the end of a lesson, press the red button and hang up. You have now completed your lesson. If you want to join a Teams lesson, open your Teams app. Then go to Teams and find the classroom with a blue camera. Click on it. Once in, press the Join button. This will show you your preview before you enter the room. Make sure your mic is off. The video is automatically turned off. Click Join Now. You are now in the teacher's classroom. Usually you would see this as a video. Again, there is a floating bar with the mic which you can turn on and off. Do try this to make sure it works. You may be asked questions during your lesson. We can also use the chat bar to communicate with the teacher. Here you can use words and emoticons to express your understanding. The teacher is likely to ask you to give answers using the chat bar rather than your microphone. Once you've been through your lesson, at the very end, you can press the red button to hang up. This is the end of your lesson. At this point, you can go back to your normal Teams and carry on with your day. And there you have it, a whistle-stop tour of how Teams works. I hope this was useful. This video will go onto our school's YouTube channel, so at any point if you need a refresh, you can go back and have a look. We expect that this is going to be a really useful tool in making sure that, whatever the circumstance, you get the best education possible this year. From your side, please be patient with us teachers. It's new for us too. Turn up to your lessons, try your hardest, answer questions, ask questions, enjoy these lessons, enjoy this time. From us here at the St. Peter's Development Lab, we'll see you soon.